I walked into the bank to withdraw 50 grand to fix up my parents' house back home. But the teller took one look at my shabby clothes and said my money's from an unknown source, probably dirty money from a scam. I rubbed my furrowed brow. This is my salary. Han Tianqian looked me up and down with total contempt. I've seen plenty of people like you, always going on about your hard-earned wages. What elderly couple needs 50 grand to get by? You buying gold bars for their burial or getting their coffins ready early? My eyes went cold the moment she said that. Watch your mouth. Han Tianqian saw I dared to talk back and jabbed her finger at the screen. Yeah, that's how I talk. What about it? System shows your debt account's been sitting there for years. Now suddenly there's a deposit and you're rushing to cash out? According to anti-fraud protocols, I have reasonable suspicion you're laundering money for a scam ring. Leave now or I'm calling the cops. I knew tellers like her look down on small-time customers with nothing to offer. If it was a VIP client, she'd personally escort them out with a smile, even for a 500 grand withdrawal. I held back my anger and explained again. I work at a legitimate company. You can check where the deposits came from. Every single one is legal income after taxes. Han Tianqian just rolled her eyes. Enough with the lies. You're not getting this money today no matter what you say. Even if your parents are paralyzed, they gotta come here in person with all the documents. I laughed in anger. I'm withdrawing my own money from my parents. But you keep cursing them over and over. Is this your bank's idea of customer service? Han Tianqian scoffed and slapped her folder shut. Those are the rules. Can't you understand? You can't get it, so get lost. Nobody's begging you to bank here. Keep this up and I'm calling the cops. When they find out you're a money launderer, don't say I didn't warn you. And she actually picked up the phone. Hello, 911, there's someone here suspected of money laundering. He's getting aggressive. Could you send someone over? Then she leaned close to the glass, staring at me. When that happens, forget fixing their house. Your parents will be crying visiting you in prison. I looked at Han Tianqian expressionlessly. Fine. I just wanted to do something nice for my folks. But if you want to play by the rules, I'll play along to the end. Moments later, a police car pulled up. It was my old friend, Captain Wang. He strode into the bank with 2 officers. He was about to greet me instinctively, but sensing the tense atmosphere in the lobby, he looked at me seriously. Who called? What's going on? I pointed at Han Tianqian behind the counter. She accused me of being a scammer, said my salary is dirty money. She held my card and cursed my parents multiple times. Captain Wang frowned, walked to the window and flashed his badge. This gentleman can't possibly be a scammer. Han Tianqian just rolled her eyes. She pointed at her screen. Officer, you're not psychic.
How do you know he's not?
What if he really is laundering money? Can you take responsibility? I have to think about our customers' financial security. Captain Wang ignored her rambling. He turned and took the ID I handed him. He ran it through the police system. The screen clearly showed no criminal record, excellent credit. He also checked the call recording with my mother on my phone. An elderly voice came through, breaking up. Son, if you have enough money, replace the roof tiles. They leak bad when it rains. After checking everything, Captain Wang returned my ID and turned to Han Tianqian seriously. I verified it. Mr. Liu here is a law-abiding citizen. He's withdrawing money to fix his parents' house. That's filial duty, not money laundering. There's nothing wrong with his intended use of funds. I looked up at Han Tianqian. Did you hear that clearly? The officer says I'm clean. Can I have my money now? I need to get back home. I thought with the police vouching for me, this would be over. But I underestimated how low this branch would go. Han Tianqian's face darkened. She didn't expect the cops to take my side. Her attitude got even more aggressive. The cops say it's fine. That's a security matter. Financial risk control has its own standards. With all the voice synthesis scams these days, who knows if that recording was faked? For the people's financial safety, even with police testimony, you can't withdraw this money. Unless you go through our internal approval process, check back in a week or 2. Captain Wang was speechless after hearing her.
You're deliberately making this difficult.
Han Tianqian rolled her eyes again. Who's making it difficult? Rules are rules. Even God himself couldn't change that. Just then, hurried footsteps came from the back. A pot-bellied middle-aged man reeking of alcohol walked out. I glanced at his name tag. Do you, branch manager. He immediately started smoothing things over. Captain Wang calmed down, all smiles. He offered Captain Wang a cigarette. When rejected, he wasn't embarrassed, just turned and looked me up and down. Hello there, sir. I'm Do You, the branch manager. Xiao Han not letting you withdraw isn't harassment. It's for your own good. Think about it, your parents in that backwater countryside. Carrying 50 grand in cash back there? That's asking for trouble. What if you get pickpocketed or robbed halfway? Your hard-earned money gone, just like that. You'd have nowhere to cry about it. We're indirectly protecting your parents' safety. If something happened, would you blame us for not warning you or yourself for flashing all that cash? I scoffed. This much hassle just to withdraw 50 grand? Maybe there's a problem with the bank's vault. Manager Do, right? My parents' safety is none of your concern. All I know is because of your protection, my parents are anxiously waiting for me to bring money back. I want to withdraw now. Can you do it or not? Du rubbed his hands awkwardly. Sir, you have to understand our situation. It's year-end, headquarters has tight cash flow controls. Your withdrawal. I did trigger the system's big data risk control. How about you go home and wait a few days until the system lowers your risk level? I'll call you to come back. I caught the evasiveness in Du Yu's eyes. He was clearly lying. Risk control? System? The real reason they wouldn't give me money, this branch was out of cash. Or rather, they'd moved their reserves elsewhere. They literally couldn't produce 50 grand right now. If I forced a withdrawal, their books wouldn't balance. Thinking this, I stared at Du Yu. I'm not waiting. My parents need this money. I'm taking it today, period. Du Yu's fake smile faltered. Sir, if you insist on being difficult, this stops being a simple withdrawal dispute. Make a scene and it's called disrupting normal financial institution operations. That changes things entirely. Our security guards look friendly, but when they get physical, I can't guarantee what'll happen to you. He signaled the 2 security guards at the entrance. They surrounded me, rubber batons in hand. Seeing this, Captain Wang's face darkened. He pulled out his phone to make a call. Manager Du, this is misappropriation of someone's property. If you keep refusing to let this gentleman withdraw, I'll contact the chief auditor at Dasha Bank headquarters right now. Whether you keep your position as branch manager, well, that's uncertain. Du, you went pale. Captain Wang, this is internal bank business. Under anti-money laundering laws for high-risk customers, I have the right to refuse service and ask them to leave. I stood up and patted Captain Wang's shoulder. Forget it, Captain. Since Manager Du has made his position clear. I won't withdraw. Happy? Hearing me give up, Du waved me off like a fly. That's more like it. Young people should understand our difficulties. But I didn't leave. I stood right where I was. Since you've determined I'm a money laundering risk and refuse to serve me, you should at least give me written documentation, so I can explain to my parents that it's not that I don't care about them. But the bank won't let me withdraw. Du signaled Han Chengqian. Xiao Han, write it up for him. Make the rejection reasons clear. Don't let the customer think we're bullying him. Han Chengqian got the hint. She grabbed her pen and quickly filled out the rejection receipt. In the rejection reason section, she didn't check the common incomplete documents box. Instead, she checked the most serious boxes: suspected money laundering and high-risk telecom fraud. Not done yet, she wrote in the notes. Customer identity questionable. Recommend industry-wide blacklist. She stamped it with a loud thwack and tossed it through the window. There you go, devoted son. Show this paper to your parents. Tell them it's not that you don't want to be filial. Your money's linked to crime. Our bank doesn't dare let you withdraw. See if your parents die of anger. I picked up that flimsy paper from the floor, staring at the words, suspected criminal activity. A cold glint flashed in my eyes. To Han Chengqian, this paper was a tool to humiliate me. But in my hands, it was a death sentence for this branch. Because my purpose here today wasn't just to withdraw money. It was to investigate this branch's financial problems. Han Chengqian and Du didn't know. I'm the one who set Dasha Bank's compliance standards. And this kind of document, maliciously labeling customers refusing legitimate withdrawal requests, once reported that's a major incident. I waved the document. Manager Du, don't you need to sign this? After all, refusing service is a big deal. Needs management approval, right? Du didn't even look. He grabbed a pen and signed his name. Happy now? Get out. Don't block the important customers. I carefully put the document away and turned to Captain Wang. Captain Wang, thanks for coming out. This document and your dispatch record, I'll keep them safe. Captain Wang patted my shoulder. Take care of yourself, kid. I nodded and walked out of the bank. That's when Han Chengqian's shrill laughter rang out. Who knows where his money came from? Probably some shady illegal business. Look how pathetic he looks. Either secretly laundering money or shameless dirty money. Hearing her words, I stopped on the steps. Whatever, I'll make them pay. Then I got into the SUV parked on the roadside. I pulled a laptop from the compartment, booted it up, connected, then inserted the key representing headquarters' highest clearance. The screen lit up, plain text appeared. Welcome back, Chief Auditor, Dasha Bank headquarters. Code 001. After logging in, my fingers flew across the keyboard. I pulled up Zhengcheng branch's real-time monitoring data. Looking at the data, a cold smile crept across my face. This branch's vault cash balance, 4,200 yuan. A whole branch with only 4 grand in reserves. And last night, a 6 million yuan cash transfer was illegally loaned to Zhengcheng's biggest underground bank, listed as equipment maintenance fees. Seeing this, I laughed in fury. You've got some nerve. Embezzling funds for loan sharking, that's your risk control? That's why you wouldn't let me withdraw money from my parents? Good, really good. I snapped the laptop shut. Since you think my 50 grand is dirty money, I'll give you a real gift. Let's see what happens when tens of millions come crashing down.